Hi, still here, still doing this thing, still showing up. um, yeah. So I was thinking how I should probably start making notes daily so that when I come on here by Sunday night or Monday morning or Monday, I can recalibrate and let y'all know how the week was or what really stood out to me. And I have several bullet points in my head, but let's see if I remember them as I share with you guys how my week 6 of 52 went. And it is 52 weeks in this year, right? I know it's 366 days, but I still think it's 52 weeks. Anyways. Hi, my name is Daphne, just in case you guys didn't know. And welcome back to my channel. If this is your second, third, fourth, or infinity time coming back, and welcome for the first timers. So I decided to do these weekly recaps, and right now, the goal is progress over perfection. So that's what we're doing. Okay, right now we're just showing up. I'm just pressing record. I'm talking to you guys, just kind of sharing with you guys how my week went, and then I am uploading. Hardly any edits. The most editing I do is upload it to iMovie, slap on a title, try to find a cute image or part of me that is either smiling or laughing or I don't know, who knows, we're making a silly face. But that's the goal of this year, is to show up authentically, which I feel like I've always have, but without all the what is the thing called, all the jingles and all the whatever, the edits and stuff. um, Last week we talked about resting, and I have continued to rest, especially on Sundays. And actually, I just got off of work, so what you see is what you get. Got laundry going, made myself a cup of tea, and just wanted to come on here. Right now, it's actually 10:14 here in Vienna. I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, it's 10. Believe me, it's 10:14, and I'm on a Monday night, and I just wanted to make sure I put this out here just for consistency's sake. So, one thing that kind of like has been, I think, prevalent for me this week has been when it's time to go, or if you're ever in a situation and you feel like you need to leave for your mental sake, for your physical sake, or just because you probably felt like you overstayed your welcome, feel free to go. Don't stay, or don't feel like you need to save face for anyone, because at the end of the day, if you need to remove yourself out of a situation that you feel like, you know what, I'm good, my time is up, I want to go now, go. Because at the end of the day, I feel like when we stay in situations longer than we should, we have regret, for sure. And we have this sense of beating ourselves up, like, oh, why did I do this? Why did I do that? So go, leave, you know? And another thought I had this week was, because I'm just seeing everybody, of course, it's kind of still fresh. We're still fresh in 2024, right? Second month, which is flying by. And I just feel like, a lot of us have the tendency to want to like push, push, push. And I have to keep reminding myself that, Daph, it's okay to go slow. Right now it's still winter, and my thought process is that I'm slowly thawing out, getting ready to jump into spring. I'm getting ready, so I'm doing these small little things just to kind of I'm in my figuring out stage. So will these weekly recaps change? I hope so. I hope they get better, and my hope is to always, I hope whoever's watching this is able to take something, walk away with something that they can either share with someone or use in their daily life. And so as I do these talks, I am also figuring out what the Daphne Eugene effect is going to be, So that's what's happening, and it's helping me as I share this with you guys, because sometimes it's literally just off the top of my head, like some of these things, but some of these other things are also things that I've just continuously talked about. So let's do a quick recap of the week. Last week mostly I'm always working. And I think all the majority of us are. And if most of you guys don't know, I do work in the kitchen. I'm a chef, and last week wasn't so hectic. We did on Thursday. We did have a huge event, which is I think one of the biggest events of the year here in Vienna and for our hotel, and that's the Opera Ball in Chile. And we served, I think it was like 430 guests within like 2 to 3 hours. And it's one of the biggest events, celebrities flying in for this. Our hotel hosts so many people, and the food was amazing. Make sure you check it out. If you want to check out my chef's page, I can leave it down below. And that was like definitely a highlight, from prep work to pushing it out. Everyone, it's all one team. Everyone's in it. We're there. We're pushing. Everyone's doing their part. It's a well-oiled machine, I must say. And this is my first year doing it. And after talking to my chef, he said, it went well, and the other chefs as well said that it went well. So go team. So that was one of the things. And we had an after party, and that was a good time as well. Had a really good time, just kind of like, rubbing shoulders with other coworkers that normally we don't. And that was, I think, was really good. And then what else happened last week? And then we had a girls' night this past Saturday. After work, some of us girls just decided, like, you know what, let's get cute and let's go out, have a drink or two. And it was a really good night. It was a fun night. And I mean, and one thing too, okay, so this week, what do we call her? Do we call her Auntie Rose? No, that's my sister. When your menstrual cycle comes, what do y'all call that? Anyways, remind me in the comments. But she decided to visit this week, and y'all know, the ladies, y'all, so I don't know how everyone is different. And so she decided to visit, and I was just, on the first day, my energy is low, and I was just cranky. And I knew I was cranky, and I just wanted everybody to leave me alone. I mean, I had to work that day, and sorry to whoever that had to cross paths with her, but it was just one of those things where I'm just like, I'm bleeding through my vagina, and y'all are bothering me, and I do not want to be bothered right now. I'm doing my job. I'm doing what I need to do, and if this is too real or TMI, y'all can walk away now, because like my channel is my channel, and I'm going to talk about just about everything. But yeah, and so that was like my thought process. I was just like, I am currently, this is flowing out my body, and and y'all are asking me questions that y'all should know the answer to. And I think that's one of my probably biggest pet peeves, is when people ask me things that are obvious. Like, oh, is the sky blue today? Nah, it ain't. I don't know what color it is. My mom's called me mom. I'm recording right now, so you're going to have to, you can't even see. Can y'all? Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, and so I'll call her later. But I was just in a mood, and I just wanted to finish work and like go home and just be done with it, because I just felt like, and I mean, people are like, are you fine? Is everything okay? Like literally at least 10 people. And I mean, of course, like my facial expressions don't lie. Okay? At all. You will know the answer before I even speak if you ask me a certain question, or if you do something that's just don't make sense to me. And so my facial expression really is very on point, clear and blunt. But yeah, that happened, and but I couldn't help it. Like I wasn't gonna fake a smile for anyone. I was annoyed, and I wasn't gonna scream out, I'm bleeding through my vagina. I wasn't gonna scream that out, like, leave me alone. But I really wanted to rage, but I didn't do that. I just kind of like, I'm fine. Do you need help? No, I'm good. Leave me alone. Whatever. I just wanted to finish a job, which I did. I left, said bye to everybody. I went home, took a breather. And, sometimes you just kind of remove yourself out the situation. Even with work, like, of course, I did my job. Now I gotta go. Like, I just want to go. And lately I've been feeling like I just feel like sometimes I'm stimulated. And I don't know if I spoke about that last week, but some like Monday through Saturday, I feel like because there's just go, go, go. And then Sunday, I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to anybody. I put up, do not disturb is my best friend. Okay. And so, like, I put on do not disturb and I just do nothing. And that's my way of bringing back in what I, exerted. And, whew, it'd be a lot. But yeah, so, and I mean, that's also something like where it's just like, you know what? If you're in a situation and you just feel like I can't handle this, I can't deal with this, before you do anything, because one thing I don't want to do is say something that I have to apologize for later. And so I have come to a place, in my adulthood where I'm like, you know what, I'm good. Thank you very much. Or if somebody keeps kind of like poking the bear, I'm like, listen, I am trying to be very nice and very respectful. However, I am a bit annoyed right now. So if you can just please walk away before I say something that I won't regret, but I might have to apologize for later, it's best for you if you walk away. Clear as that. So I'm getting better at that. And I really don't care now if people get offended. Because it's not you getting offended because of something you might take personal, and it's not even personal. So that's that. But yeah, and so Saturday night, girls' night, really good time. And Sunday, yesterday, I did nothing. Absolutely nothing. When Mother Nature comes, it just drains you sometimes. Your whole body just goes through this thing like I don't eat or I don't, it just happens and it's okay and I'm used to it. But then after, give me like 2, 3 days, I'm back on the horse. Like, all right, cool, what's next? What we doing? And so, and I think everyone needs grace. Everyone needs, and you also need to give yourself grace, and I also believe that men go through it too. They don't bleed, but they go through something sometimes. Um, but yeah, like give yourself grace. Give yourself, sometimes you just need to step back, rest, reset. And I also put out on TikTok on how like these influencers or content creators or, everyday people, how, they're like showing, Sunday reset and how they're like, putting away the dishes or vacuuming the house or, doing little things around the house, which if that's what you do, that is what you do. But I was just like, where are the people that stay in bed all day, that don't get up till afternoon or after 2 o'clock, that don't eat breakfast at this time, that is not going to pick up the clothes on the couch, just not, where we at? Because yesterday I was just in bed watching Netflix. I started watching this one thing, Woo Assassin. I like it so far. I do like it. I know it's probably old, but what are people that actually rest on Sundays or rest on a day? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, listen, I'm not there yet. And I think that's why I'm just like taking advantage of my rest days and taking advantage of thawing out is what I'm calling it, before spring, as I'm slowly getting it, I'm trying to create a routine. I'm trying to figure out what it is, to kind of get out of my own way and do things so that I can live the life that I want to. And I feel like I'm living the life that I want to, that I've worked for in the past, and now I want something different. And so now I have to do something different to get the different thing that I want to do. Right. So, yeah. And just in case you haven't figured out yet, this is like everyday girlfriend talk, to the men that follow or watch me as well, join the conversation. But yeah, I really just, and it's so funny because every time I come on here, when I don't want to come on here and start talking, I feel like I can't stop talking, which I really enjoy because then it's just like, okay, great. Like we all have something to say and sometimes we just don't know how to say it. So, as I repeat, take your rest, remove yourself from situations that you no longer feel comfortable in. And it's okay to change your mind because you might have felt comfortable going in, but then something might have happened and the mood switched and then you want to leave. Go ahead and remove yourself. That's okay. But yeah, so week 6, if I were to, let's say, title this, I guess, week 6 of 52, I would say thawing out. Because I am still trying to find a routine. I'm still trying to find my way into this, content creation. I have definitely been more IDGAF. If you know, you know. And I've just been going with I won't say going with the flow, but I've just kind of been slowly easing in. And I think this is the better way, at least this is the way I'm going for. This is the better way to stay consistent. Because sometimes there's this craze, this new trend or this new whatever, and we just jump into it. And then we realize, oh, I haven't really figured this out. And then next thing you know, 2-3 months in, you're not doing it no more because you had one bad day or you had 2 bad days or, and then it just consistently to stagger. And so, yeah, and I will say I'm on my 9th day streak with Duolingo. And yeah, so I'm really just, or is it 9 day? 11th day, my bad. I have had 2 days where I missed, but thankfully, Duolingo has this thing where they freeze your streak so you can hold on to it. But I've been, doing it. And I think that's the best thing that you can do is show up for yourself. So continue to thaw out, show up for yourself, give yourself grace, and don't forget to rest. I'm leaving you guys here. Toodles. It was nice talking to you guys. And make sure you share, like, comment, and watch my other videos. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Ciao.